And this is when thrift stores have lost their minds. This is the same place I got Castlevania X for $4.99 a couple weeks ago. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Rob, the video game hoarder here, and you there. And this is a pickups video, which is partially the pickups from the pickup battle I just had with CMRetro, which he's an awesome dude. Thank you for coming on the show again. And I'll put a link to his channel down below. But there was some other pickups I didn't put on the show, so I'll show those as well. And for whoever didn't come to the show, you can see what I got the past couple weeks. I will start with these two pickups. These were from Facebook. Just random stuff. This wasn't on Facebook Marketplace. How much should I get this for? It was 13, 14 bucks. It was a weird number. It was more than 10. It was definitely less than 15. So it was like 12, 13, 14 bucks, something like that. Got Air Combat for the PlayStation. Top Gun, which I think is probably pretty awful. It looks awful on the back. Looks like it's got some cutscenes that are probably really bad. The major reason I got this was The Simpsons Road Rage, which is CMRetro's favorite game, not lately, but it's sealed, so that's why I got it. My obsession with sealed games. This is like a $30-something game, I think, so that's what I got it for. I don't know, again, I don't remember, 12, 13, 14, something weird like that. This pickup was 25 bucks. Honestly, the only reason I picked it up is one game. But I'll show you the rest. And these are all just going to be to make up money. I don't have a 360 anymore, and I don't plan on playing most of these games. Injustice, I never played. Paintball, I've always wanted to go play paintball, but never have. Madden 13, junk. Dead Island, cool game. I played the hell out of this when it first came out. I had one of the best promotional commercials that I've ever seen, and then everybody was disappointed when it had like nothing to do with that. So it was kind of funny, but it was a cool game. Very repetitive though, but I'm always into zombie games. So NHL 14 garbage, NHL 13 garbage, WWE 13 with CM Punk garbage, Skyrim I could probably make some bucks on, Call of Duty World of War maybe a little bit, probably not. MX versus ATV Alive, Madden 25th anniversary, and a major reason I got this lot, and this is actually in a bootleg case. I'm going to switch it out with one of those cases, but I've been finding this game everywhere. This is like third or fourth copy I've found in like 3 weeks. NCAA Football 14, which is like a $40 game. So it's missing the manual, unfortunately. And again, it's in a bootleg case, but I'll switch it out with one of those, and that'll be fine. So I spent 25 on all that. So this I'm probably going to make at least 30 bucks on, and then the rest probably another 20 I don't know, something like that. So I'll probably make like 25 bucks on the deal, maybe 30 if I can stretch it out. So not the greatest deal, but not the worst either. You know, if you can make a couple bucks here and there, why not, right? I will go with this. Actually, no, I'll go with the steel first. This was a deal off of Facebook as well. I think either that or offer up. I don't remember. She had 4 games. God, I can't remember exactly how much this was. Was it 12, 13 bucks? I don't know. It was really weird because it all came out to 31 bucks, but as I'm dropping shit. And some games were like 2, some games were 3, one game was 5, so it was like all over the place. But all right, let me show you the first 4, and then I figured out she had more games. So Sly 2, SeaWorld, Shamu's Garbage Dump, whatever. iToy, which is gonna go in, I don't even know where. This was the main reason I bought that lot. Graffiti Kingdom. It's kind of a rare PS2 game. It's probably like a $30, $40 game. It's complete. This one I might actually keep because I've never seen this ever before. Yeah, it's pretty random and rare game. So again, it's like I said, $30, $40 game. So yeah, we probably keep that one. But anyway, oh, God, I can't talk. Yeah, it's past my bedtime. I'm just like, all right. So, and then after she told me she had more games, she gave me like a list of stuff and said her son priced them all out, and this is what he wants for this and that, and yada yada yada. So she wanted $1 each for these DS games and this 3DS game, I think. So I picked those up. Pixar Cars. These are nothing. SpongeBob Drawn to Life, Atlantis, SpongeBob SquarePants or something, Race Driver, Imaginary Invaders, another SpongeBob, Globs of Doom, Cookie Mama 2. My daughter used to love these games when she was younger, and Mario Kart 7. I think a dog chewed on it or something. But the game's fine. It's just the case is messed up. But I think I have a couple of these cases anyway from when GameStop. You trade in stuff. I always keep the cases now because they just throw them out anyway. So I might as well keep the cases. And when I pick up stuff at yard sales or whatever that don't have cases, and I just replace them. But this was the rest of the lot. First, I got this for $2, obviously. Championship Jockey. I think it's like a $20 or $25 game. I don't know. These horse racing games are weird, and always try to look for those or pick them up because they're always pricey for whatever reason. NBA 2K17. It's the Legends Edition Gold. I paid $5. It's like a $15 to $18 game for whatever reason. I guess because it's a special edition. And then I picked up these kind of staples of Wii. Wii stuff always trades in well to GameStop for whatever reason. So as long as I can get these games for under $5, or one of these I can get for more. But Super Mario Galaxy 2. Super Paper Mario, Super Mario Brothers Wii, and this is probably the best one of that lot, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I remember this game was like a $40, $45 game. Now it's like $25, I think it is. I think it traded into GameStop for $24 the last time they had to trade in same cash as credit or whatever. Or, yeah. So, that's the end of that lot. So I spent $31 on all that. Then I'll show you a flea market pickup, or one weekend. This one was this random guy had a Wii out, and then he was starting to pull out other games, and I said, "What else do you have?" And he had a whole bunch of PS2 stuff. He didn't know how much they were worth. He didn't know pricing. I think he said he wanted $4 each. And then I said, if I take these 3, will you take 10? So he said, fine. The rest of the stuff was kind of blah, so I left that behind. But I picked these 3. Bully, which I've always wanted to play. Looks cool. Made by Rockstar, but I've never played it. Another Simpsons Road Rage. And this is probably the best of the bunch. It's probably, I think it's like a $20 game, maybe 25. Time Splitters, Future Perfect. So that should be a nice money maker right there. I went to this other booth. They had a stack of games and other stuff. They had the Gears of War controller. That's like a $45 controller. And there was like at that booth, one of the people that run it is kind of like a collector. So as soon as she saw me looking at it, she grabbed it and put it in her car. I was like, yeah, great. So didn't really want anything that they had. There was like Xbox 360, some crappy N64 games, and PS3 games. But I did find this one game. Now, honestly, I was picking up to trade into GameStop. But then when I opened it up, it became a little cooler to me. Need for Speed Most Wanted, but it's a not for resale edition. So it makes the game, I don't know, like a $15 game or something. Nothing too expensive, but it's always fun to find not for resale games. And then the best part of that lot, or that morning, was actually towards the beginning. I was walking around with 2 friends that go there, and we kind of talk and whatever. Sometimes we game hunt at the same time. Sometimes we kind of separate, whatever. So at that moment, we were together, and they were trying to make a deal with this guy that buys out like storage lockers. So he had a whole bunch of shoes, Nikes. He wasn't sure if they were legit or not, but he was selling them all for $10 a piece if he took them all. So me and my friends were like, my friends were trying to see if they could make money off of it and if they were real and how they would split it up and whatever. So I really had no interest because I'm kind of wary on getting Nike stuff like that because I'm not sure if they're legit or not. So they're better with sneakers and stuff, I guess, than me. So I went through a DVD box and I pulled back a couple DVDs. And I see this one PlayStation game there. And I couldn't believe the game I saw. So the game that I found was Shadow Tower. This is a really rare game. Goes for about $100. It's a 3D RPG type game. So I brought it up to the guy. He's like, how much is that game? It's like it looks kind of weird, like is it like rare or something? I'm like, I don't really know. He's like, was it like a $20 game? And at the time I wasn't even sure. I think it was like a $40 game. And he was a little rare, but I wasn't sure how rare. So I was like, yeah, maybe 20 or something. So he's like, oh, give me 5 then. And I'm like, sweet. I gave him 5. I walked away from my friends looking at sneakers, and then I looked up the game real quick. I was like, holy shit, $100. So that was a cool find. This last find was a big lot from a buddy of mine, Anthony. Was looking to sell some games and some other stuff to fix some stuff at his house. The only problem with this lot is it got water damaged. So the covers and some of the manuals, most of the manuals are okay, but the covers definitely got messed up. The games are fine, but again, the cases with the covers got messed up, so I don't know. I might keep some of these to trade into GameStop when they do their cash and trade deals, or sell it. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I paid $200 for it, so I paid a decent amount. But I got a lot of games. There's a lot of good ones in here and some crap. So let me show you what I got. I really need to go to bed, but I gotta finish this. Spyro, Enter the Dragon, Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, Narnia, Pitfall, CMRetro's favorite game, Simpsons Road Rage, Simpsons Busting Out, Jack 3, Avatar, Jack and Daxter, the first one, Tetris Worlds, Jack 2, and then Jack 2 as well, but this one's sealed. And then the best one of the PS2 lot, Shadow Hearts, which is complete. Again, has a little bit of water damage. The manual's fine. I didn't even look at the disc, but the disc is like immaculate. He really took care of his games, because I've looked at a couple discs now, and they're all like top notch. So, I'll show you the 2 PSP games real quick. King Kong, Madden 09. Let me show you. There's a bunch of GameCube stuff and a bunch of PS1 stuff. Go through the PS1 stuff real quick. Mega Man X4, Ridge Racer 4, Qbert, Resident Evil Director's Cut. My least favorite Final Fantasy besides 13, Final Fantasy 8, Tekken 3, Resident Evil 3 with the Dino Crisis demo. I think this is a cool cover. X-Files. I would have kept this if the water damage didn't get to it, but Bomberman World, the manual's messed up. Frogger, Next Tetris, Fantasy 9. I think that's it for PS1. Then we got a bunch of GameCube stuff. Resident Evil, Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Party 5, Mario Party 4, Mario Party Tennis, not Mario Party, Mario Power Tennis, Bomberman Generations, Zapper, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Mario Sunshine, Simpsons Hit and Run, which is really bad, water damage, Mortal Kombat, and Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. And what happened to had another this PS1 game, D. It's got all the discs, but it's missing the manual and obviously the case. I don't know if it came like in a small one like this, but I have a long box version of this, so I think that's what it belongs to. And then a Wii, the GameCube, some random PlayStation controllers. There was 2 guitars, one for Xbox One and one for 360 or PS3. And I think that was it. So I don't know. Those must be like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 30 to 40 games in there, plus a couple systems and those guitars for $200. So I think it was a pretty good deal. Got basically everything for $5 a piece. So should be able to make some money off of that. So that was the whole point of that lot. And that's basically it. So hope you enjoyed the pickups. if you're seeing it again, sorry, but there were a couple extra pickups that you didn't see at the battle. But again, hope you liked them, and I want to thank again CMRetro for showing up to the battle, and I'm sure he'll be on another episode sometime in the future. But that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to know when the next video is out, and Rob is out and going to sleep. Thank you.